Let me now invite Mr. Murali Krishna Gannamani, founder and CEO of Fluent Grid, to join Tanmay for a conversation on unifying city operations to ensure safe, reliable, and resilient services. Tanmay, over to you.
Thank you. And thank you, Murali, for joining us for today's conversation at the AP-Tech Vista.
Hello, Tanmay. Good morning, and thank you for having me on this show. Equally a pleasure.
Fantastic. Let me begin by asking you to talk a little more about Fluent Grid's journey, how Fluent Grid has become a market leader in the Make in India energy and infrastructure products and services space.
Sure. So Tanmay, Fluent Grid was established in 1998 as a niche, software products and solutions company catering primarily to power sector. And our aim was to address, power utility pain points, especially on the, revenue and customer side, and of course through application of technology. And towards that end, we partnered with a number of power utilities in India and abroad, and successfully delivered results, helping them reduce their revenue losses, enhance customer engagement, and improve overall operational efficiency through seamless integration, of course. And we take pride in deploying our billing and customer care products called Fluent Grid CIS on the cloud for about 23 million consumers of in the state of Uttar Pradesh, for Uttar Pradesh DISCOMs, which is the largest such deployment globally. And this project has set many benchmarks besides introducing a novel OpEx business model for utility CIS projects in India. And along the way, we moved up the utility solutions value chain, and with some pioneering initiatives like the smart metering and the smart grid solutions. And today, Fluent Grid AMI product suite made its mark in the ongoing 250 million smart prepaid meters program launched by the Indian government, and with our proven and technologically superior unified head-end system and meter data management system products. And of course, our commitment to walk the path with our customers is one key differentiator, and we are geared up to help the take advantage by the maximum number of utilities and reap the benefits of this unique initiative. We also leveraged our IoT and analytical capabilities to put together an innovative integrated operations center platform called Actilligence. And this platform enabled us to deploy command and control center solutions for several smart cities like Vizag, Visakhapatnam, Kochi, Lucknow, and Bangalore under implementation currently. And we are now extending the reach of this platform into power utilities with our smart meter operation center called SMOC, SMOC, and utility operation center UOC offerings. And our software products are well recognized in the global utility ecosystem. International market research firms like Gartner and Guidehouse write about our products in their research reports and market guides. And global footprint spans around 10 countries, over 50 customers or utilities, and about 100 million, catering to or handling about 100 million end consumers of these utilities and cities. We are a CMMI level 5 company with over 1,000 plus employees and offices in India, Singapore, and USA. And happy to share that we are a signatory to the United Nations Global Compact, a commitment to work towards sustainable environment and future.
Fantastic. You briefly spoke about the smart metering program that Fluent Grid extends, and obviously my next question was focused towards that. Can you talk a little more about what that program is? How is it aligned to the overall vision of the Indian government on revolutionizing the energy sector? And also probably the third part to that question is, how is Fluent Grid contributing to that overall vision and the program?
Sure, Dharmai. So you see the Indian government's initiative to roll out 250 million smart prepaid meters across the country is very ambitious, and of course, would definitely help the DISCOMs curtail their AT&C losses, that is aggregate technical and commercial losses, and improve their overall cash flows. So DISCOMs have realized that the advanced metering infrastructure, the smart metering, would not only address the upcoming challenges posed by rooftop solar, the distributed energy resources, and the EV penetration, the electric vehicle penetration, but also become the backbone for future smart grid initiatives and lay a strong foundation, helping them with finer demand side management, outage and power quality monitoring, a great load forecasting, and so on. So hence it becomes even more important to choose the right technology solution and vendors for the ongoing smart metering projects. Besides identifying a proven technology solution that is locally tested at scale, utilities are better off working with technology providers who are well versed with the intricacies of power domain within the local context, besides being reachable. So having worked and integrated with a wide array of smart meters, metering protocols, communication technologies, and billing systems in the past, we have the most robust, readily deployable products, a large pool of experts adapted successfully, rolling out these projects in a short span of time. So this makes us attractive to large system integrators who are after these projects. These SIs are not just looking for smart meters and software products, but the necessary expertise to execute and sustain these projects successfully for the long term, and a commitment to stay by their side through thick and thin. So yeah, we are the pioneers in smart metering revolution with many firsts, including the IPv6 based smart metering protocol and meter agnostic unified headend system, meter data acquisition over NB-IoT communication network, a robust homegrown meter data management system. So all of which were proven in the field across several metering projects in the past, including the likes of New Delhi Municipal Council, which is India's first municipal corporation to go live with 100% smart metering. And NDMC achieved over 16% improvement in monthly billing, which is quite considerable. So we have implemented our meter data management system at about 14 utilities with a cumulative total of 7.68 million meters, handling a total of 7.68 end consumer meters. And the Fluentgrid MDMS is the first Asian headquartered company in utility products to be featured in the Gartner Magic Quadrant and subsequently in the Gartner Market Guide for utility meter data management systems since 2014. And likewise, the Fluentgrid Actilligence based smart metering operations center called SMOC solution is also gaining traction with our first overseas implementation for Karama, which is a very progressive utility based out of Qatar, combined power and water utility. And the SMOC solution has gained a lot of, at least offers a lot of potential for monitoring smart meter rollout projects and subsequent operations monitoring.
Now, how does the emerging technologies which we see coming up, which is either IoT based or big data based, now how are they getting imbibed into this overall product or solutions that you are extending in the infrastructure space with all your customers?
Yeah, see, if you ask any expert to name a few important use cases in these technology areas, energy and infrastructure use case would be on top of their mind, whether it is smart metering, smart grids, smart city operations, intelligent infrastructure management, command control centers, or even enterprise decision support systems. So these technologies are part of most of our innovative solution offerings, and we have nurtured these competencies amongst our employees by forming technology excellence groups to continue to innovate new solutions to address customer pain points.
Okay. Can you also talk a little bit more about the smart command centers that you're building in? And I think one of the first was in Vizag, wherein you have a city command center, which overlooks over the entire city. So probably talk a little more about it. Give us a little more insights about it.
Sure, Padma. See, Fluentgrid's, Actilligence-powered city operations center, the command control centers, so-called, are helping the smart cities to churn out actionable intelligence from smart assets in the city. So, be it smart street lights, air quality monitoring stations, surveillance cameras, smart waste bins, waste transport, vehicles or solid waste management, vehicles, public transport, etc. And actionable intelligence is converted into alerts and incidents, which are then handled using automated SOP, standard operating procedures, and further analyzed to take preventive actions in a closed loop manner. So this paradigm is being applied to more and more city assets as they turn smarter, and slowly moving towards self-resilient and eventually autonomous city infrastructure.
Okay. And as an employer, I know, Fluent Grid is looking at expanding and has already expanded across, like you also briefly mentioned. My next question to you probably would be, what is your message to the young aspirants who would want to come in and join this particular sector? What should be the skills that they should be looking at honing before they would want to take a plunge into the sector?
Yes. So I would say that Fluent Grid is an equal opportunity employer and always has been. And we largely recruit meritorious candidates from nearby colleges, train and mentor them, and show them a promising career path. So our lateral hiring and retention rate is also quite good, owing to the fact that we work on cutting-edge technologies in the most promising verticals like energy and infrastructure. And Fluentians, as we call ourselves, take pride in building products and delivering solutions that are directed towards improving the quality of life for citizens around the world. So as we expand our wings and try to explore new solution areas and geographical regions, we're always on the lookout for smart individuals who can take ownership and be part of our challenging growth story, both for technology as well as for the business folks.
Right. Now coming on to probably one of the last questions, which I think is very close to a lot of us, our hearts in that sense. Now, I was in actual awe when I visited the Fluent Grid office in your Vizag city, and I basically wanted to hear more from you. What are your thoughts? How did you envision in setting up such a world-class campus in the city, and talk a little more about it?
Thank you, Tanmay. This campus is indeed a modern-day monument to celebrate our 2-decade-old journey to build a global software products company from Vizag. And it's perched on a hilltop with great sea views. You must have seen that. And it continues to motivate me and my teams to look farther and do more to increase our global footprint, touching 1 billion lives by 2025. So it's sprawling over 2 acres with about 160,000 square feet of built-up space, and this building can accommodate close to around 1,000 clinicians, incorporating the most modern workplace amenities and best practices, of course. So the key aspects are that it's built with locally available materials, and the rainwater harvesting, wastewater treatment, rooftop solar, smart energy, and water conservation, and other sustainability practices. So this camp is also fully compliant with green building norms. It is certified to be compliant with ISO 14001 and 45001 for environmental and occupational health and safety. It was also recognized as one of the energy efficient model building projects under the UNDP program by UNDP and Bureau of Energy Efficiency. So yeah, we continuously monitor energy and water generation, be in the business of smart grids and smart cities. And Fluentians get to work in a comfortable environment with optimal lighting, clean air and cooling with personal preferences. Campus is made safe and secure with smart street lights, CCTV surveillance, multi-factor access control systems, fire safety, public address systems, and so on with advanced features. And the campus infrastructure and equipment like lifts, power generators, the HVAC, the STP units are continuously monitored through asset diagnostics and asset performance management related best practices. So this campus, in itself is a living lab for our research and development work on smart energy and smart infrastructure technologies, and an integral part of our vision to touch 1 billion lives by 2025.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you again, Murali, for joining us for today's conversation. I hope you, your team, all the more success going forward in the future. And it will be a pleasure to connect with you sometime in the future again. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanmay. It was a great pleasure, and look forward to seeing you and welcoming you once again to our campus, just like how we are, looking forward to welcoming back our associates, all of them, back to the campus. Thank you.
Thank you. Right.